What's up, guys? I'm back. This video is gonna be my top 10 players in every single position in the NBA right now. Some players not gonna be on the list because I was injured a long time this year. Some players is on the list that would have been injured, but I think I did a good job on this list, on these lists. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know if I done anything wrong or you would change anything in the comments. But the first list is going to be the point guards. I think the point guards was the easiest list to make. I think I did a perfect job on the point guards because it's pretty easy. I do have one player that was out for a long time, but just yesterday showed why he's on this list and why he's been on this list since he basically been in the league. He's been top 5 since he's been in the league, basically. But let's get to it. Okay, number 1 point guard in the league. Simple. SGA. Great player. Won MVP last year. Going to probably win it this year again. Back to back. Won the championship last year. Could easily do it again this year with the Thunder. One of my Kentucky boys. Love it. He goes to the free throw line a lot, but if the refs blow the whistle for him, why not go and give them calls? Any player would try to go to the free throw line if they can and get 3 points. But yeah, versus the MVP, SGA. Okay, second is pretty simple too, Luka. Luka is out right now. But when he was playing like the top 5 player, like he does. Luka, he's gonna be in. I don't know if he would ever win the MVP, but he's gonna be up there every single year. Just gonna be. But see, when LeBron retires, I think that's gonna make him even better for the MVP at least. I feel like maybe. Yeah, Luka is second. Now, the guy I was talking about earlier is number 3, Steph Curry boy. He had a crazy game yesterday, coming back from an injury. He put the team on his back to beat the Clippers. Him and Draymond is a crazy duo and always has been with Klay Thompson, but Klay Thompson's not there anymore. Yeah, Steph Curry's 3, the best shooter of all time. In my opinion, the best point guard of all time. Some people say Magic is, but that's for a different day, maybe. Steph Curry, best shooter of all time. It's number 3. And number 4 is he was out for a little while, but his team is number 1 for a reason, and he's back, and they could easily go far in the playoffs and could easily win, and that's Cade. Cade is a really good player. Definitely the 4th best point guard in the league, if you ask me. The best player on a first seed team. That helps a lot. He's a really good player. He does everything for his team, basically. He would be top 5 in MVP if I feel like this year if he would have played the 65 games. It's looking like the NBA just maybe even give it to him. They maybe give him and Luka the games for some reason. I seen why they give him to Luka because of his kid that got born, but I didn't read into it, so I don't know why Cade is getting it. But yeah, Cade. And then 5th is I love this guy, Maxey. He just put the 7-6s on his back 2 days ago to beat the Magic. Magic's not that good of a team at all, I don't think, in my opinion. But Maxey, it's another one of my Kentucky dogs. We got 4 of them on here. Almost half the list is my Kentucky dogs. But yeah, Maxey, it's 5th. He's just a really good player. I really do think if Embiid was playing, I really do think they could beat Boston. I do think they could beat Boston. And if Maxey can't put the team on the back. So yeah, Maxey's 5th. Now 6th is Brunson. Brunson's a really good player, especially for a shorter guy in the league. And coming in as a 2nd round pick, I think. Yeah. He had a really good year with the Mavericks. His last year on the Mavericks, then he went to the Knicks, and now he's super tall and top 6 point guards in the league. He could be higher though, but I think he's the 6th best point guard in the league right now. It's the 5 guys in front of him is really good, and it's a hard competition. I think it's them 6 guys, and then the next 4 guys, and chill list. Not really, technically the top 2 guys, then the next 4, and the next 4, if you ask me. But yeah, Brunson, a really good player on the Knicks. Knicks could go far, but they do have a tough matchup with the Hawks round 1. It could easily go to 7 games. I could see it happen. Yeah, Brunson, the 6th. And then number 7 is the Mo Ball. He did do dirty play on, I know, one of my boys, Bame, but he got fined for it. And that's it. But he's a good player. Yeah, the Mo Ball. He had the 2nd most threes. His teammate had the most threes. That's crazy. Only the 2nd time that happened, where teammates had the most threes in the league. The other one was Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. Probably could have guessed that. Yeah, the Mo Ball. He plays so, like, he's just having fun and not even trying, but he's just that good. He don't have to try. He's just having fun out there, playing ball. Having a fun life, playing basketball, the game he loves, for a lot of money. Yeah, the Mo Ball. And then next is, these next 2 is, it could be, I changed the last minute. It's both of my Kentucky boys. Let's talk about the first one at number 7. No, number 8, my bad. Number 8 is Jamal Murray. Made the All-Star for the first time this year, finally. On the Nuggets. I forgot who the Nugget plays. T-Wolves, I think? Yeah, T-Wolves. That's going to be another good series, I feel like. Going to talk about a couple of T-Wolves players later in this video, for sure. But yeah, Murray made the All-Star for the first time. He could be fun of ball, maybe, but, you know, I think I'm got this right. I feel like Murray is a really good player. I think he does better in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. I really do think so. Especially against the Lakers for some reason. He just balls out against the Lakers. But yeah, hopefully he has a good series and help Jokic if they want to be the T-Wolves. Yeah, Murray's a good player. Okay, now next is Fox. Fox is on the 2nd seed, Pools. He's the 2nd best player on the Pools, I think so. He's number 9 best point guard in the league, I think. Yeah, Fox, one of my guys. You won't hear that a lot if I keep talking about Kentucky players, but yeah. Fox, the 4th Kentucky player on this list. He's a good player. He's fast. He's a good player. I think he was out for a good bit this year. I think so. But yeah, he's a good player. He helps Victor a lot. It was a good trade for the Poles. And yeah, a good point guard in the league. And then last is James Harden. He's not a real point guard, I feel like, but he's been a point guard lately in his career. Especially with the guy beside him, who I'm going to talk about later. He got traded in the middle of the season for Garland, but he's been good for the Cavs so far. The Cavs could go on a deep run, like almost any team in the playoffs this year, I feel like. They got like 8 teams that could win it this year, that has a chance to win it. Some teams has a better chance to win it, of course, like every year, but I think they have a good chance to win it. I really do. His tech back is still crazy. It's James Harden. Got not much to say about him. And that would be my point guards. Next would be shooting guards. I'll be back in a minute. It'd be right now for you guys, but I'll be back soon for you guys. But bye. What's up, guys? I'm back with the shooting guard list now. First is Anthony Edwards. I think he's the best shooting guard in the league right now. Top Percy, I forgot. I know for a fact he's top 10 player in the league. Percy was like 6, I think. Yeah, something around there. He's a great player. He's a great 3-point shooter now. He attacks the rim. He does almost everything for his team. And they play the Nuggets in round 1. I think his toss-up matchup, like I was talking about when I was talking about Murray. Edwards could easily carry them to beat the Nuggets. I think it's a 7 or 6 game series. We do. Edwards is a great player. That's it. Second on the list is one of my favorite players in the league. He's on the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell. He's the best player on the Cavs. As the 4th seed? The Cavs are 4th seed, I think. 3rd or 4th. Somewhere in there. Maybe 3rd. I can't remember. It's 3rd or 4th. I know that. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell is a great player. The Cavs could go deep in the playoffs. Especially if they get past the Raptors. Donovan Mitchell is a great player. He's a top 10 player, I think. I don't know if he's top 10. He's probably top 15. Something around there. Donovan Mitchell is a great player. Been All-Star the past couple of seasons and he's going to keep being an All-Star for a little bit. I think so. Donovan Mitchell is a great player. He's second on the list. Third is Jaylen Brown. Some people has him as a small forward, but I have him as a shooting guard. Jaylen Brown is a great player. He's he could be fun with Donovan Mitchell, but I have Donovan Mitchell for him. But Brown is not really in the MVP race, but he is somewhat. He's not gonna be top 5, I don't think. He's probably gonna be second team All NBA this year, I say. Plus, if Cade and Luka both get the thing, I think he could fall to 3rd team maybe. But he'd probably be second team. Jaylen Brown's a good player. Everyone thought Boston wasn't going to be good this year without a player I don't like. If you know what I mean. But yeah, Jaylen Brown put the team on his back and carried them to the second seed. Everyone thought Boston was going to be a bottom team like the Pacers was without the top players, but Jaylen Brown showed why he's a great player in the league and put the team on his back. If you ask me, Brown is the best player in Boston, but I've been saying that for a long time. Yeah, Brown's a good player. Fourth is Devin Booker, one of my Kentucky guys. Like I say all the time, he's the only Kentucky guy on this list. So that's kind of surprising, actually. But yeah, one of my Kentucky boys, he was the sixth man at Kentucky actually, and was a top 10 pick. Kind of crazy, but yeah, Devin Booker is a great player. They did lose to the Trailblazers. They play today, right? Yeah, they play today, I think, against the who do they play? No, they play Friday. They play Friday against the Golden State Warriors. Never mind what I was saying. Never mind. I think they maybe even both play on Friday. Maybe both games on Friday. Because it's Hornets, Magic, and then Suns, Golden State. Yeah. But, yeah. I think it's going to be a toss-up game between them and Golden State. But whoever wins has to pick against Atlanta. So that's going to be tough, even if it gets past the Warriors. But yeah, Devin Booker is a great player. Been top. This is probably the lowest he's been on the top point guards in a little bit. Just because Jaylen Brown's a shooting guard now. He probably been top 3 until now, since Jaylen Brown's a shooting guard now in my mind. But he's fourth. He's still a great player and one of the top shooting guards in this league, and he's been in the league for 10 years. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. But yeah, Devin Booker's a great player. And then the fifth guy, he had a crazy come up the year. I think he's the fifth best shooting guard, and that's NAW, not the guy on the Hawks. Most improved player by far this year. If he doesn't win most improved player, it's Wig or something. He has that award locked up. Him and his cousins both gonna be winning awards this year, for sure, if you ask me. I think the awards basically all basically the big, 3 of them is basically a MVP, Defense Player of the Year, and Most Improved. I'll probably do a TikTok on who I think gonna win, but yeah, on all of the awards. But yeah, he's a great player. He one of the Hawks' best players. He's the second best player on the Hawks, if you ask me. The one made the All-Star this year for the first time, and is also a great player and top 5 in his position, I think. Talk about it later though. But yeah, he's a great player. He plays like his cousin. Yeah, he's a great player. And now next is he's out when he's going to have to be out for the whole playoffs, but it's Austin Reaves. He's a great player. He could, when LeBron retires, he could easily be a second best player on the Lakers beside Luka. He's a good player. He has some off days. He does have some off days, but he can't have off days right now with 2 really good players on his team right now. But when LeBron retires, he has to not have off days. Everyone has off days though, but he can't have horrible off days like he does. But Austin Reaves is a great player. He's a top 6 shooting guard in the league, if you ask me. And then this guy could be low, but he made the All-Star this year, I'm pretty sure, and that's Norman Powell. He's a great 3-point shooter. He had a great year with Miami. He had a great year with the Clippers last year. He had a great year with the Miami this year. Joining in as a big 3 with Hero and Bame. I don't know how much games they played together though. I don't think they played that much games together, sadly. But I think they could have a great year next year with them 3 that can all 3 stay healthy and get even better players on the team and better help around them 3 and tough. But yeah, Powell's a great player. He's been a great player for the past couple of years. He's a great 3-point shooter. Probably top 5 3-point shooter in the league right now, I say. Beyond the Hornets guys, Steph Curry, and he could be 4th right now. Beyond them 3. But yeah, Powell is on this list at number 7. Number 8 is I know Paul's why the second seed. His second year in the league, Stephen Casher. Stephen Casher is a great player. The reason why he won, was he on both 90 teams for UConn? I don't know. He could have been on both teams, or he maybe was just a one and done. But there's a reason why he won at least 190 in college. He's a great player. One of the best shooting guards in the league. I hope he's a shooting guard. He could actually be a small forward, but I don't know. Hopefully he's a shooting guard. Hopefully, but yeah, Stephen Casher is a great player, and I think I'm not going to say what I would about to say, but yeah, because it's on before differ. But yeah, Stephen Casher is a great player and the 3rd best player on the pools. Could even pass Fox as the 2nd best player on the team. I think them 2's like right there. If you ask me, he's a great player, great defender, and helps the Bulls being one of the top teams in the league. And then next guy, he's on one of my least favorite teams in the league though. I think it's Magic. Dwayne. He's a great shooter though. He is a great shooter. He had a good game against the 76ers, I think. Pretty sure I had a good game. I hope they lose to the Hornets though, to be honest, because the Hornets is a fun team to watch. The Magic is not. The Magic just not a fun team to watch. That's just not. Paolo is. I don't like Paolo. As a player, I see him in person against Ohio State beat them. That was a crazy game to watch in person. But yeah, Dwayne is a great shooter, but that's the only thing I really got on him. It was a great pick up by the Magic, if you ask me. From Memphis. Excuse me. But yeah, he's a great player, but I don't really have much on him because I didn't watch Magic games because I don't like watching Magic games because they're not fun to watch at all. I probably will watch the game against the Hornets because the Hornets are a fun team to watch. And one reason why they're all a fun team to watch is because the last guy on this list is Kemba. He's the 10th best shooting guard in the league as a rookie. I really do think so. He should lead the league in 3-pointers this year. He beat out Ball by 1 for you, I think, maybe 1 or 2. He had a great year. Yeah. Kemba is a great player and he's a great rookie. He's going to be a great player in this league for a long time. I really do think so. He could lead the league in 3-pointers for a long time if Steph Curry don't beat him out. Steph Curry probably will beat him out some years because it's Steph Curry. But when Steph Curry retires, he could lead the league in 3-pointers every year. I really do think so. And he's going to make the Hornets even better. He's the third best player in the Hornets and could be second. He could easily pass Brandon Miller as the second best player. He had an off day, but I think he's going to have a good game against the Magic. And yeah, that's my shooting guard list. I think I did okay on this list. Let me know down below if you think I should do something different or someone missing on this list or what you would change. Yeah, that's my shooting guard list. And, well, I'll be back with the small forward list in a minute. Yeah, bye. So, I'm back with the small forward list now. First is, he could easily be a power forward, but I have him as a small forward. KD. KD been on the top of the list. They got some small forwards that's power forwards now, so that's why KD's on the top now. KD's the best small forward, the best player on the Rockets. Why in the playoffs, they probably won't easily beat the Lakers because they don't have Luka and Austin Rivers. So, yeah, KD. Don't have much to say about KD. He's just a good player and a future Hall of Famer. And let's talk about another Hall of Famer. Just got beat out by Golden State and got locked down by Draymond Green, but he's still the second best small forward, and if you ask me, and that's Kawhi. Kawhi is a good player and always has been. A future Hall of Famer, like I said. A 2-time Finals MVP for 2 different teams. He's a great player. Always has been. Always will be. He's an all-around good player. Offensively, defensively. Yeah, Kawhi is a good player. Third on the list is third and fourth could change. They both had amazing years this year. Both was first time All-Stars, but the guy I have first is Jalen Johnson for the Hawks. He had a great year. The Hawks surprised a lot of people this year with the 2 top guys who come out and ball out this year. Jalen Johnson had an amazing year. The reason why the Hawks said Jalen Johnson's the only guy that we're not trading away last year, and the reason why is because he's a great player, and that's why he's the best player on the Hawks and carry them to a playoff berth, and they could easily beat the Knicks this year in the first round. Yeah, Jalen Johnson, a great player. And though first time All-Star is Denny. Denny just put his team on his back and had a 40-piece on the Suns to make the playoffs. They do have to play against the tough Bulls in the first round, but I don't think it's going to go very well for them, but he had a great year. The Wizards definitely lost a great player for no reason. The Trailblazers probably so happy to have him. And Denny is the 4th best small forward. And 5th is J-Dub. J-Dub had a iffy year this year. He was out for a little bit. But I think he's still a top 5 small forward in this league. He's on the best team in the league. He's the 3rd best player on the team, though. It's a toss-up between him and Chet. But, yeah, J-Dub's a great player. Just is. I think the Thunder is going to go deep in the playoffs again. Could easily win it again. I'm going to talk about my playoff positions and different favor, though. after the playing games. So I'll probably make that fair on Saturday or something. But yeah, J-Dub, great player. And then 6 on this list is B.I. He had an amazing year with the Raptors. I think it was good he got out of Portland. No, not Portland. Pelicans. That's the P word I was looking for. I bet you he's happy he got out of Pelicans. B.I. had an amazing year with the Raptors. The big three is underrated, if you ask me. I think I'm going to talk about that two later in the fair, maybe. No. I won't talk about RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett probably was on the similar list. If I did have him, he probably was like 11 or 12, I bet. If I would have him on the list, if I would have done it full list, he probably would have been 11 and 12. But B.I. had a great year for the Raptors. He's a underrated player. He's one of the most underrated players in the league, if you ask me. He's a great player. B.I. The Lakers should have kept him and have Kuzma, if you ask me, back in the day when they had all of them rookies in the same year. Oh, not rookies, but the crazy summer league team that had. Next, he was out because his team was tanking and they just didn't let him play. But that's Lauri Markkanen. He's power forward, but playing playing more forward now because of the trade that just did this at the deadline for a player that I'm going to talk about next in the next list. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he bumped up to more forward. That's actually helped him being higher in a list on position. So yeah, he's 7 on this list. He would probably have been like 8 or 9 on the power forward list if he would have been on that. But he's a great player. He was good on the Cavs, good on the Bulls. Yeah, he's a all-around good player. I think the Cavs going to be underrated next year with the big three, actually really big three, with the small forward, power forward, and center. If they can all three stay healthy, and if they have a guard play, they could be underrated next year. Yeah, and then next guy on my least favorite team, like I said about the last list about the Magic is Wagner. I feel like the Magic could easily put him on the trade block, and a lot of teams would want him. He's a great player. He's from my least favorite cards, but you know, yeah. He's a great player on the Magic, but just not fun to watch. I don't know if it's him or it's just the team, but it's just not a fun team to watch, like I was talking about last list, just 10 minutes ago. Yeah, just not a good. He's just not a fun player to watch, or it could just be the team, like I was saying. But yeah. And then 9 on the list is MPJ. He's on one of the worst teams in the league. He's probably mad because he could have helped the Nuggets. I don't know if he would have helped the Nuggets that much, but he had a great year with the Nets for the first year being on the Nets. He does chuck up a lot of shots. That's probably, I don't know, but most of them goes in, so can't really say anything bad about that. But yeah, MPJ is a great player, and I think he's probably the only player the Nets probably would want to keep on the team. Him and maybe the big that they have that been on the team for a minute. But yeah, MPJ is a good player. And then this last guy, he got off here somewhat, not really, but Jaden McDaniels. I think he could do good in the playoffs with the T-Wolves. He's a good player. I like him. He's a good defender. Way good defender if you ask me. But yeah, Jaden McDaniels. I don't really have much on him. He's a good player. I know that. Good defender. The T-Wolves' fourth best player probably, maybe third. He could easily like up if they decide to put him on Murray. They decide to put on Murray. He could easily like up Murray if they decide to do that. But I'm all for point guard. I mean, Ant Woods will have to guard Cam Thomas probably. I feel like that could actually work though, thinking about it. But yeah, he's a great defender. Underrated 3-point shooter, pusher. Yeah, he's a great player, and well, that's my more forward list. I think the more forwards is probably the weakness position in the league right now. So yeah, well, let me know if you would change anything on this list, like I was saying on the first two lists. So yeah, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll be back with the power forwards list in a minute. It'll be right now for you guys, like I've been saying. But yeah, that's my forward list. Peace. Back with the power forward list now. First is easy, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's on the Bucks though, who's not that good this year, and the Bucks could easily trade him away and talk a rebuild, or they could try to get him better players around him. But it's Terry Giannis. He's a top 5 player in this league, if you ask me. Don't have much to talk about him. He's just a freak, and he's just one of the best players in this league, and just easily the best small forward in this league. Easily. Next guy, I have him in a power forward, but it could be a small forward. It's LeBron James, one of the best players of all time. The second best player of all time, if you ask me. Some people have him at number 1. I have him at number 2 though. MJ's definitely better, if you ask me. But yeah, LeBron James. He's one of the best players in his position. Power forwards is per week though, but you know. Yeah, LeBron James is second. He's gonna have to carry the Lakers if he wants to beat the Rockets. I don't see it happening though. Yeah, LeBron James is second, and the third is Kai Barnes. I like Kai Barnes. He was All-Star this year. He's second. He's second, first best player on the Raptors. Could they beat the Cavs? Maybe, but I don't see it happening. But it could happen. Yeah, he's gonna have to play against Evan Mobley. I say, that's gonna be a tough matchup for him, but he could do it. He's a good player. He's number 3 on this list. Yeah, he's a good player. Was an All-Star, and he's a fun player to watch, if you ask me. And then fourth, he's on one of the worst teams this year, but made the finals last year and could easily be back to the top next year when his star point guard is back and his team is fully healthy next year. And that's Pascal Siakam. He's been a good player for a minute now in this league. He's in his 30s now, but he's still one of the best power forwards in this league, if you ask me. The fifth guy could easily be third, fourth, and fifth could easily be matchup. But I have Pascal here at 4. He's a good player, and he's going to do good things next year when his point guard comes back. But yeah, and then fifth on this list is Chet Holmgren. He's on the best team in the league. He's a great player. He's super tall as a power forward. It makes his job 10 times easier where he can do anything as a 7-foot power forward. Not much guys at power forward can guard him. If you ask me, the only guys that can guard him at the power forward that's on this list is someone I'm going to talk about at number 10. Not going to give you guys any hints. I think he's just a big guy, and that he helps the Thunder a lot. Yeah, could easily win it again this year. But yeah, and then sixth on this list is Triple J. He got traded at the deadline, and then just didn't let him play because the Jazz was trying to lose. But I think he's one of the best defenders in this league. Probably the second best defender in this league behind Victor. He's a really good player. I think the Jazz is going to be good next year, like I was talking about when I was talking about Louis Markin. They're going to be a way big lineup with them, with a big three. I don't think I'm talking about the center. I don't think the center's on the list. He probably should be, but I don't think he is. I think he's probably number 11. But he could easily be on the list next year at the end of the year if the Jazz can actually be good next year. If the three can stay healthy and everything. But Triple J is one of the best defenders, and yeah, not much to say about him. Next guy is Jalen Rayner. He's a great player. He really is. He's the second best player on the T-Wolves. Yeah, second best player on the T-Wolves. He's a great player. Another one of my cats. He's the only cat on this list. The only Kentucky player on this list. Yeah, he's a great player. He's gonna have to he won't have to guard Jokic, but he's gonna be on Jokic sometimes. But yeah, he could help the T-Wolves pass the Nuggets in the first round. I think that's gonna be a really good series, like I've been saying this whole year when I've been talking about Nuggets and T-Wolves players. They had like 6 guys on these lists that maybe more than 6 on that matchup. But yeah, Jalen is a good player. On the way player, if you ask me. He could chop 40, 80 night. Yeah, he's an underway player. And then next is a rookie. Chop 50 points is Cooper Flagg. He's a great player, a really good player. He had to put a team on his back as a rookie, and that's hard to do. Team didn't really do good this year, but when they have a rookie as a tall player, that's hard to do. I think they're going to be back next year with Kyrie and a top 10 pick, or maybe even top 5 pick if they get lucky again. If they get really lucky, they could have a top 3 pick again and have one of top 3 studs in the draft this year. If they get lucky, they could have Kawhi, let's say AJ right now. Kawhi, who the shooting guard is, the probably would, if they pick AJ, they probably would put Cooper at the 2, maybe AJ at the 4. I don't know what the lineup would be, but yeah, Cooper's a very good player. He was the first pick as an 18-year-old for a reason. He's a great player, and he could win Rookie Year, or it could be Keenan. Toss up if you ask me. Yeah, Cooper Flag is a good player. He's top 40 and 50-point games for a reason. And the next guy, like I've been talking about when I've been talking about players on this team, is Paolo. The most boring team in the league by far, if you ask me. Did not watch one of the games this year because the team was so boring, and I don't like to. Tomorrow's gonna be the first game I watch of them, probably, if I do watch the game. I probably will, because the Horns is a fun team to watch. But yeah, Paolo, probably one of my least favorite players in the league, if you ask me. Maybe even second least favorite player in the league, and that's crazy. I would have to think about it. He probably bottom 5 at least. But yeah, Paolo. I watched him live though against Ohio State, and he got beat by Ohio State. Yeah, that was fun to watch in real time and live. But yeah, Paolo. He's a terrible good player though. Can easily chop 40 points out of nowhere. For the Magic. Could easily put the team on his back if he would play good. He was not that good this year, if you ask me. Just, I don't know. Don't have much to say about him. And the next guy is, I think, the third best defender in the league, if you ask me. Like I said, Triple J is the second best behind Victor. This guy's third, if you ask me, and that's Evan Mobley. Didn't Evan Mobley win Defense Player last year because Victor couldn't? I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Evan Mobley is a great defender. I think it helps that he can play at the 4. He could easily play at the 5 if the Cavs would trade away Allen at some point, if they would. But I don't think it would. I think them two as the two big men is crazy together. Evan Mobley is a crazy good player. I did go to the Cavs Clippers game last year, whenever Westbrook was on the team. Because if you can tell, Westbrook's my favorite player by the poster and stuff. Yeah, but like Evan Mobley had a great game that game. I think he had 30 plus that game maybe. But Evan Mobley had a great game. He can score if he wants to. He's one of the best defenders. He can block shots and defend. I think he can defend 3 through 5, maybe even some 2s. He can defend good enough. Yeah. Evan Mobley is a great defender, and I'm excited to watch the matchup against them and the Raptors this year. I think the Cavs should win with the bigs. The way bigger team than the Raptors. I think so. Way bigger team. So the Cavs should win in 5 or 6 games, if you ask me. But yeah, that's my power forward list. I'll be back with the center list and the final list. Yeah, peace. Okay, guys, back with the final list, the centers. I actually do like this list. It's probably my favorite list I made in, maybe. Let's see if you guys agree with me though. First is the top 2 guys is the 2 best players, 2 of the best players in the league with Trey, and that's first is Jokic. You could easily put Victor at number 1. They're definitely the 2 top guys. But I have Jokic first. Jokic is just an animal. He averaged a triple-double this year, I think. He could easily win MVP over Shea and Victor. But, yeah. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though. But, yeah, I think he's going to carry the Nuggets in the first round, if you ask me. But, yeah, Jokic is a good player. He just does everything his own way. And it works. Good player. And then, like I said, second is Victor. He's 7'4". He's a 7'4" monster who can move around like he does. It's actually crazy how he does it. But yeah. He does everything. He can shoot. He can go to the rim. He can dribble. He can shoot threes. He can assist. He can rebound. He can block shots. He can chill. He's just an animal. He's gonna win some MVPs in his career. Let's just say that. He could easily become one of the GOATs of all time if he keep doing what he's doing. It's crazy. This is only his third year, and he's one of the top players in the league already. Yeah, he changed the game. He's gonna be a game changer for sure. He's just a monster. And then third is Sengun. Second best player on the Raptors. Oh, not Raptors. Rockets. Raptors probably wish he was on that team. But yeah, he's the second best player behind KD on that team. I think they're going to easily beat the Lakers with them not having Luka and Austin Rivers, like I was saying when I was talking about KD. But yeah, Sengun, good player. He can pass. He can score. He can do a lot for that team. I don't think the Rockets gonna go past the second round because they're gonna have to play against the Thunder or the Bulls probably, and that's gonna be a hard task for them. But yeah, Sengun's the third best center in this league right now. And then my two Kentucky guys is fourth and fifth, and the first one is Cat. Cat is a monster. I don't know why the T-Wolves give up on him. I think the T-Wolves should have kept him and booted Gobert away, if you ask me. But maybe I'm a little biased because Cat's one of my Kentucky players. But yeah, Cat's a dog. One of the best shooting bigs of all time, if you ask me. He can chop, like I said, but a lot of players who can chop 40 to 50 points any night. He's the second best player on the Knicks behind Brunson. It's gonna be a good matchup against the Hawks. Pretty sure I said that way when I was talking about Brunson or Hawks player. Yeah, he's a good player. And then my next Kentucky player is Bame. He got injured. Kind of bad. He could. I think the Heat could easily beat the Hornets if he didn't get injured. It sucks, but oh well. He basically broke the corner record if you don't count Wirt's 100. But Bame's a good player. He can chop, like I said about some players, he can chop 40 to 50 any night if he's on fire. Yeah, it's Bame. Him and Tyler Hero is a great duo. Oh, Tyler Hero probably should be on the single list maybe. He was out though. That's probably what. My bad about Tyler Hero not being on the list. My bad, Tyler. But yeah, Bame is a good player. I don't know why I didn't think about that when I was talking about Powell. But yeah, Tyler Hero should have been on that single list probably. But yeah, Bame is a good player, a great player. And then next is first All-Star, Jalen Daniels, second best player on the first seed. He carried the team when KD was out. He's a good big. He's like 20 years old, I think. And this is like the third year. This is like his third year in the league, and he's 20 years old. It's kind of crazy, but he's good, big. Crazy good. Don't have much to say about him. It's just good. He dominates some bigs, and he's just a big guy and strong. And helps Kate a lot. Yeah. The next guy probably should be high, but have him this low because he gets injured a lot and tough, and that's Embiid. Embiid should probably be higher on this list, but you know, he's getting injured like I said. He's injured again, and is going to hurt the 76ers against Boston. Like if he was healthy, I think they could easily beat Boston in the 7-game series if Embiid was healthy, but he's not. You can't be that high on the list if you're not playing, so have him this low. But he is a great player. He's one of the best centers when he does play. He would be higher if he probably would be third. He probably would be third if he could stay healthy, but he doesn't, so he's this low. But he's a great player too, and that's it. And next is another great defensive player. He probably is too high maybe, but it's Rudy Gobert. He don't have to play a great defense on Jokic. He could do it. Could easily do it because he is one of the best defenders in this league. They got a lot of good big excuse me. But they got a lot of big bigs that can defend in this league now. Yeah. Will Gobert is a good player, good defender. Not much to say about him. And next is at number 9 is Cherry Allen. Him and Mobley is just a crazy duo for the Cavs. Just two big guys on the team, and he been looking 10 times better with James Harden in his team. That pick and roll with James Harden is crazy good. Is what he is. I think Cherry Allen could be higher on this. I don't know if he could be higher on this list because he got some good bigs in this league. He probably could pass Gobert, maybe, but he's a good player and underrated if you ask me. Like a lot of players in the NBA are. But yeah, Allen is a good player. That pick row with James Harden is nasty now, and that's a great thing to have for the Cavs. That they can use a pick and roll without Dom Mitchell, and Dom Mitchell just being on the corner. And if Dom Mitchell gets open, then they can just dash it off to Dom Mitchell. The pick and roll doesn't work, but most times the pick and roll does work between James Harden and it's been nasty since James Harden got traded to the team. And then the last guy, I have Zubac. I think he got traded to the Pacers at the trade deadline. He was good on the Clippers. I think the Clippers could have used him yesterday, but the Clippers traded him away. I guess the Clippers did get someone who chopped 30 yesterday for them though, for Zubac. So can't really say anything about that trade because he did chop 30. The guy for Zoo. But yeah, I think Zoo's gonna be a good pair next year when so I can't even think of his name now. The Pacers point guard. I'm blanking on his name because I played for him for a year, but yeah, Harburn, that's his name. Harburn. Him and I think them two's gonna be a crazy I think them two Pickawoos gonna be nasty with too, just like James Harden and Allen. I think the Pickawoos gonna be nasty together. I think he's gonna be such a good player. Like him and James Harden was a good pick and roll duo. I think it's gonna be the same with Haliburton. He's gonna be a great player with Haliburton and Pascal next year. I think Pacers could easily be top of the dogs next year, possibly with a top 3 pick if they do get a top 3 pick. I think that starting lineup could be nasty with Haliburton, the shooting guard, Boozer or AJ, and then Pascal and Sue. That starting lineup's gonna be good next year. They're gonna be back up to the top of the East, if you ask me. But yeah, that's my center list. That's my 5 list, top 10 players in each position. Hope you like the video. This won't be the first TikTok, but the end of the YouTube video. Hope you like this video. Comment below if you do. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you are watching on TikTok, please go to my YouTube and subscribe and like this video and watch my first video that I made a month ago. But yeah, this is my channel list and I hope you like it. And if you do, give it a like and please comment. Peace.